I bow to all the seekers of truth. Good morning, everyone. While the music's playing, let's collectively bow down, namaskar, taba kundalini, and put ourselves in abundance. Jai Shri Mataji. Okay. Lovely to have your company this morning. We will do the usual, the three great mantras, Shri Ganesha's mantra, and then this morning we're going to do the three Granthanis. And so there's a talk of Shri Mataji's, and then we go into saying the mantras, and then we'll listen to a longer talk of Shri Mataji's, and then we'll finish up with some silent meditation and a bit of music at the end. So let's get started with the three great mantras and Shri Ganesha mantra. let's just take a few moments to absorb the vibrations. Let's just pray to Shri Mataji that we have the temperament and the attention so that we may go deeper in our meditation this morning and each and every day that we're going deeper. Fabulous. Okay, now we're going to do the 3 Granthanies. So Shri Mataji's giving a talk about it, and then we'll go into doing the mantras. Oh, press play.
There are 3 Granthis, means the knots. The Brahma Granthi, the Vishnu Granthi, and the Rudra Granthi. With Agni means fire. When the Brahma Granthi meets, between the Kundalini, Muladhara, Chakra, and the Swadhisthana, means Muladhara Chakra, Muladhara and Swadhisthana Chakra. Then Agni Brahma Granthi is established. Vishnu Granthi, when mixes up with the Surya, that is between the Nabhi and the Hridaya Chakra, Surya Vishnu Granthi is established. When Vishuddhi and Agya auras meet, then Chandra Rudra Granthi is established.
Brahma Granthi, the first knot, is created by our attention, becoming entangled with matter and materialism. It starts from Muladhara, moves up the left channel, and creates the superego. By its action, we lose sight of the spirit. To overcome it, we should put our attention on the spirit and not on worldly matters. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Granthi Vibedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Vishnu Granthi, the second knot, is the one by which we think that we can do something and achieve something in this world. The more we think and strive and live with our ambitions, the more its action moves up the right side and creates the ego. Human beings cannot break the second knot. Only God can do it. So here we must respect ourselves and surrender ourselves to God. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Rudra Granthi, the third and last knot, occurs on the central channel due to the artificiality in seeking. We have to be truthful and honest in our seeking, absolutely on the truth. We are seeking the Spirit to become one with the Spirit, and all our attention should go on the Spirit and should not be frittered away on nonsensical things. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Rudra Granthi Vibedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Let's just meditate on that for a few moments.
Today we are going to know about the Hamsa Chakra. That is the area of between the two eyebrows, rukutis, they are called. This one is placed at the base of the brain. Which is called as Murdha. And this part is the complete controller of the whole of the base of the brain. Again I say base of the brain. And that is a part of the Vishuddhi still. Which is an extremely important center as far as the human awareness is concerned. Because these two nadis, Ida and Pingala, before entering into Agya and crossing each other, part of them crosses over this chakra of Hamsa. So when the ego and superego develop in our brain and cover our limbic area, from both the sides the strands which are coming out of the Vishuddhi sit on them. So they also control these two institutions from outside. For example, it crosses like this, goes up like that from Hamsa, and then some strands. Then the others go up again and cross like this and form ego and superego. So from the backside, on top of them, these two strands go and sit. You all know that Hamsa Chakra gives you discretion. But still we do not understand what do we mean by discretion. The first and the foremost important center within us is the Muladhara Chakra. If we do not have the proper discretion about Muladhara Chakra, we get into wilderness, I should say, or we open the doors of hell for ourselves. As you know that only the Ida Nadi starts from the Muladhara. That means is the desire, power of desire within us starts from Muladhara. But it's not the mental, which is the Pingala Nadi, which starts from Muladhara, starts higher. So to have a complete understanding about which child is crying, please take away the child. Yesterday again same thing happened. Now this is indiscreet. Continuing with the child all the time. Yesterday was the same thing. Immediately you should take out the child. In the meeting any child is crying, immediately take out the child. There's something wrong with the child. Immediately take out the child. Again it is discretion. So one thing one has to know that Muladhara chakra cannot be controlled by our mental activity. But if you shift it to the mental activity, then the control over Muladhara is completely lost. Apart from whatever has happened in the West, Muladhara chakra is all gone into the mental activity of human beings. It is so much discussed, talked, it is so much described, written down, so much read, so much put into our heads that it has become a mental activity. So Muladhara doesn't act spontaneously as it has to act. That's why there are problems that people cannot produce children. So many become impotent very early because it is used not by the power of desire but by mental activity. Shift. Now you see the light here. It's burning there because there is oil and there is a wick. It is burning. But instead of this oil, you put just water. Will it burn? It won't. Because water is not going to nourish this light. So the more mental activity you have, your Muladhara gets spoiled and it becomes uncontrollable. But if it is left to your desire, so it becomes spontaneous. This is a fundamental principle that is missing in the Western thinking, I think. That whatever is spontaneous, they leave it to the mental activity. Wherever the mental activity is to be used, you should use mental activity, and wherever your desire and emotions are to be used, you must use your desire power. Also, it is spontaneous, though it should not be an obsession. Any obsession cannot be spontaneous. It's just at a moment you have the desire. That's all. But all the time if it's in your mind, that means you are using water to have the fire. Same about Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana is for creativity. Anything you can create. You can create a sari, you can create a beautiful design, pattern, you can create a beautiful art or anything. But as soon as you put it on a mental level, it's finished. Also in the West, too much discussion is about the art. This is not art, that is not art, this should have been like this, that should have been like this. I mean, its creativity is spontaneous. Whatever the artist wants to produce, let him produce. Who are you to judge and criticize? You cannot appreciate anything unless it is brought to the mental level. So now, we have critics. And the artists are not spontaneous, they are afraid, they only think, what will the critics say? Even when I am writing the book, when I give it to some Sahajogis to read, they say, Mother, if you write like this, then they'll say like this. I said, let them say, who cares? So then, a critic should criticize. I say this is not all right, this is not an art because this is such, this is such. So the artists are finishing, art is finishing. Now what is left are critics. So now they don't know what to do with their profession, so they are criticizing each other. So we have only critics criticizing each other. But there is no art now. What to criticize? And art has to be now made into money. So the critics must certify. It's so man-oriented, the whole programming of these critics is, that it is never an art. They draw one line and say, now this is art, all right. If the critic says it's art, you have better accept it is an art. Now what is so artistic about a life? Then again mentally, it's a lonely person standing there, this, that. It should be spontaneous. Why to describe an art? So the mental level is so alert and is all the time trying to see things according to certain norms. All these norms are created about something so spontaneous like sex, like art. All bathroom culture is decided by the brain. Nothing is spontaneous. It's such a joke, I tell you. So people become artificial. Art becomes artificial. Your Muladhara becomes artificial. Because it's all now man-made. All the spontaneity is lost. If you see any art from any country, just watch. Why must you react to it? Just watch. As yogis, we should just watch. And the whole thing will start flowing through.
Let's meditate collectively, silently. Oops. let's just do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvame Vasakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamani Moksha Pradini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining this morning. I'm just going to play some music for those that are able to stay on, so you can continue to enjoy a collective meditation. So let's do that. let's collectively Namaskar, tap our Kundalini and put ourselves into Mandan. Jai Shri Mataji.